If you want to learn more about rabbits, let me introduce you to a grand champion rabbit showman. And she started showing bunnies when she was 8. You're probably familiar with dog shows. Different breeds getting all fluffed and prettied up for their time in the ring to be judged for best breed. But you're probably not as familiar with bunny shows.
Who loves rabbits? Raise your hand. Okay, we're all here because we love rabbits.
Kids all over America show their rabbits at fairs like this one at the Western Idaho State Fair. But showing a rabbit doesn't start here. It starts here with 4-H.
What we do in 4-H is the kids learn research-based curriculum that's through the American Rabbit Breeders Association and the university, and then they get to go to the fair and they compete in showmanship and their knowledge and in their animals' quality. It's a really cool way for kids to learn science and how to handle and care for and really deeply know and understand their animals.
4-H students do service projects and learn all about rabbits in general and their animal in particular. For the LeBlancs, rabbits are a family affair. April runs the 4-H program, and Remy breeds and shows Netherland dwarf rabbits.
When I was a kid, I used to think that people would think it's a little weird, but of course they're like fluffy, cute animals, so no one can really have a problem with that.
Rabbits are an interesting animal because they are the bottom of the food chain, and so there's a lot of mistakes that people can make with raising rabbits. So in order to have a rabbit that's really bonded with its humans, there's a lot of little handling things and techniques that you need to understand.
And learning to show a rabbit isn't about the quality of the animal.
They're judging your knowledge on the quality of the rabbit. They want to know how well you know your standard and how well you can compare your rabbit to the standard.
Remy teaches the class on what they'll have to do in a showman competition.
I'm just going to make sure that I demonstrate every single section properly.
Weeks of training later, everyone's at the fair to show what they've learned. Competitions are divided into age groups, with the younger students going first. Finally, it's Remy's turn.
The first thing that you do when you go up to the table is you'll have your rabbit in your safety carry. Then you'll carry your rabbit up to the table. The first thing you want to do is pose your rabbit based on your breed. This little guy is a Netherland dwarf, so he has a high head mount body position. I like to just grab his head and gently bring it up. After you do your pose, you'll check the ears. And then after you do that, you can show them the nose. And I flip my bunny over. And you want to make sure that the nose is fully exposed. And I also like to note the breathing and talk about my rabbit's breathing and make sure that it's not too rapid, because that can be an important thing when you're showing. And then after you check the teeth, you'll check the front legs. And you want to fully extend the front legs. And you're looking for any breaks or any fractures in the limbs. And you're looking for straightness. You can also talk about the foot pads. And then you'll check the stomach, and when you're doing this, you're looking for any tumors or abscesses. And I just like to gently feel the stomach. They have a nerve in their back that actually keeps them laying down and kind of comfortable when they're back like this. And then you'll check the back legs, and you're just looking for straightness again. And then you'll check the tail. The other really important aspect of showing is showing off your breed. So with judging comments and things like that, you can highlight the colors and the structure of the breed, because every rabbit breed looks really different. So it's really important to highlight the key characteristics of your breed.
Remy and the other competitors in the intermediate and advanced group answer the judges' questions and wait. For Remy, what started as a way to learn about bunnies has opened doors to possible career options.
From that, I definitely developed a love of chemistry and other science. And now that I'm graduating, I'm planning on going to get a degree in chemical engineering or neuroscience. I think 4-H was the biggest influence of that. It really made me want to explore science and the way things work.
After a few agonizing minutes, the judge finally makes a decision.
I always love the really thorough answers that I get from many of them. So with that said, my reserve champion today is number 50. And my champion today is number 115. Congratulations to all 6 of you, though.
It's also been a great learning experience for me because rabbits have taught me a lot about biology and science in general, and they really sparked my interest in science. So it's definitely been a positive thing in my life.
If you want to learn more, head to the Science Trek website. You'll find facts, links, games, material for educators and parents, and much more. You'll find it all at sciencetrek.org.